Hello, thank you and congratulations. Thanks for making it to get here, and congratulations because it hasn't been easy. If there exist miracles, I'd say no wonder this is one of them. To start with, just the fact that you are listening to this, not to say understanding it, has taken a lot of work from your side. You've spent many years of your life learning how to combine thousands of different combinations among A, B, C, D, E, F, and all those letters which build up the alphabet. But it's not only that. Apart from learning lots of words, you also had to learn how to combine them so that they can make any sense to you or anybody else. And if that were not enough, it just so happens that your anatomy, your mouth, your lips, your teeth, your tongue, your vocal folds allow you to enunciate them as easily as if you were just breathing. And I didn't mention the amount of orders your brain has to send to your many face muscles so that, for instance, phase sounds phase and not face. On top of that, we are lucky enough to share the same communication code, in this case, English. Trust me, it's a miracle. If I would be now speaking in German, you wouldn't understand a word unless you could also understand that code. In the world we are living today, at the beginning of the 21st century, it seems English has become a lingua franca or bridge language. But it hasn't always been like that. French would have been that bridge language roughly 150 years ago. And a few more centuries back, Latin, Arabic, or Greek would have been the languages of reference. On the other hand, if we just look at the number of native speakers of the language, the most spoken language in the world is Mandarin Chinese, followed by Spanish. If you are listening and understanding this, it's because you and me have been born in a part of the world where, what a paradox, Chinese sounds Greek to us. But it doesn't stop there. In order for you to have gotten here, your parents had to get together and mate at a certain point, and so did your grandparents and the parents of your grandparents and your great-grandparents' parents. It's only 80 generations that separate us from the moment where we started to count time in our modern calendar in most countries in the world, some 21 centuries ago. Don't think 2000 years is a long time. Actually, it seems to be very little. Our species, the one we agreed to call Homo sapiens, the man who knows, appeared around 195,000 years ago. If you think that's a lot, let me tell you, you are quite wrong. The Earth dates back to around 4,500 million years. And before us, there existed many other species we cannot even think of. The Earth is the only planet which harbors intelligent life. No matter how much we want to dream or fantasize about life in other planets or the solar systems, the truth is that we are alone here, and we are likely to go on like this for some thousands of years more. Let me say it again. Thank you and congratulations. We've made it, trust me, against all odds. There's nothing like putting things into perspective. Our lives, as important as they can be to us, are insignificant depending on the perspective you take. If we agree that the average life expectancy of a person is around 74 years, presently there are some countries in the world where life expectancy is over 80 years, whereas in some other countries it's less than 40 years, then every one of us will spend around 650,000 hours on this planet. Supposing I ever reached 74, I've already used up 372,000 hours of my time here. So, I've only got around 278,000 hours more to live. Each and every of our lives represent much less than 0.01% of the time since the Homo sapiens first trod the earth. We're just a mere instant. However, it's not all about quantity, but about quality. Why get bitter and suck the life out of ourselves or any other people? Why engage in any kind of a toxic relationship that only poisons the extremely limited time we spend on the face of the earth? What prevents us from being happy and making those around us happy? There may be several reasons why you are listening to this. Maybe you know me in person and you are curious about me. Unlikely. Maybe you just heard of me or my name somewhere and you just ended up listening to me. It could be. However, you're more likely to have bumped into this video by pure chance. You may not even know me at all, and most probably we'll never meet. But for some reason that you only know, you've kept listening to me up to this point. In any of those cases, once again, I thank you and congratulations. Thanks for sharing a negligible part of your time with me. Congratulations because somehow we've just coincided. And if I've ever had the immense fortune that you're part of my life and I was also lucky enough to contribute to your happiness the same way you have contributed to mine, my heartfelt thanks to you. It hasn't been easy. We've made it against all odds. Perspective 650,000.